What's going on, people? Back again for another emergency meeting. Saeed surviving
Same, broski.
10 hog blood. What you telling me, bro?
Oh man, he needs to. I don't know why he's still here, man. I'll be.
Yo,
It's
bro.
peak right now. It's peak, man. Listen, we've got more emergency meetings than flipping goal difference than that, man. It's crazy, bro, man. Got -1. You know what I mean, bro? It's absolutely madness, man. Bro, man, you know what it is now? It's got to a point now where you're kind of beyond angry, you're kind of like tired, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You like, there's no plan, there's no idea. This guy's actually like, you know what, man? He's actually, I think he's not right in the head, man, because the what he's talking about now, bro. Like, you see the excuses. Now, I'll be serious, man. I don't know if he's not like he's missing somewhere, he's missing the Netherlands, the homeland, and whatnot. He's
mm,
homesick. I don't know, bro, but something's not right, bro, because he's waffling. Like I thought I
mm.
waffle, but this guy waffles like if we didn't, the goal was disallowed, so it could have been a draw, bro. That's the whole point
Bro,
of the
the
goal being
Brer said
disallowed,
we nearly, like, we nearly got a result, blood. What's man talking about, bruv? Like, hold
bro.
on. Do you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, listen. Let me get this up, yeah. Bruv.
Yeah,
Away results versus the top nine under Eric Ten Hag. August the 22nd, Brentford 4-0 blood. 6-3 Man
yeah,
City. 3-1 Aston Villa. This is 2022.
yeah, yeah.
January 2023, lost to Arsenal. March, lost to Liverpool. April, lost to Newcastle. April, drew with Spurs. May, lost to Brighton. Bro, August, lost to Tottenham, bruv. This is crazy, yeah? Then lost to Arsenal again, then lost to Newcastle, bro. Bruv, 2022, blood. We are nearly in 2024, rude boy.
I know. I'm still.
Oi, these men were
If you don't laugh,
arguing for
don't
this
cry.
manager with me, Saeed. They were arguing for this manager. Let me tell you something. This guy can't coach because there's no cohesive, repetitive patterns in the football. So he can't coach,
Nope,
he can't manage, and he can't identify talent. What can he do?
bro. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? He come in saying, I'm not playing the Ajax way. I'm here for results. When the results aren't right, because I think we've lost, 11 games this season already. If you
11
actually
out of
keep,
like 18 or 19 games.
bro,
We've
that's
lost more than
crazy.
we've won.
Wow, wow. So you talk about results. You're not even doing the bare minimum results. You've only won a Carabao Cup, which is the minimum expectation of
And
a
now we're
manager.
out of it.
And we're out of it. You know what I mean? So the one thing that got you somewhere, you're now out of it, and you got beat by Newcastle, who had a depleted squad and about six flipping, what do you call it? Fullbacks playing. Like people don't realize how bad it is, man. And this guy comes out and says, "Oh, we Newcastle played on Tuesday and we played on Wednesday."
He said it
So
before the game as well. And I said
it's
it
not
to these man. He's wheeling up the excuses, bro. Them man had a bench with no senior players, yeah? And he's talking about 24 hours like it would have made a difference, fam. We've lost to Newcastle twice this season already.
wise. And yo, listen, it could have been more. Like Newcastle, if they had proper striker and Almiron knew where to finish here, these men should have been 3-4 up. Even the Everton game, I don't care what anybody says. After 1-0, they peppered us. The Corey had an open
Mm.
net. What do you call it? Dominic Calvert-Lewin had a chance missed. They peppered our goal. It's just that they couldn't find the net. Look at our, I don't even like to use stats here, but just look at the stat of Newcastle and the XG and whatnot, bro. Our XG is flipping shocking, and the amount of chances we're conceding as well. 95 shots here in the last 3 games, Rants. 95 shots in the last couple of. That is not normal, bro. 23 yesterday, 23 the other day. I think 16 to 18, bro. It's ridiculous, man. He's out of control, and we are out of control. And this manager, and people just get, oh, injuries, bro. Listen, I don't seriously, man. That's really irritating me because he's playing the players. You got Amra back there. You got regular that you brought in. You've got Hoyland that's on the bench. Those are your players. Those are your players. So you don't have to play McTominay. You don't have to play Maguire. You don't have to play all these guys. But you're choosing to do that. So any day when people say to me, oh, well, we got injuries, bro, we've only got, what do you call it, Casemiro and Lissandro. He's fell out with Casemiro, to be fair. So he's not in the plans. So it's only Lissandro Martinez. That's the only player that's out. Mason Mount,
Yep.
he don't play him anyway. He don't play Mason Mount. So I don't even count.
Exactly. He doesn't play Mason Mount, and bro, he hooked Casemiro the game before he got injured. He hooked him, and then we ain't seen him since. So, do you know what I mean? Man can't say, oh yeah, because we ain't got Cass. He wouldn't be playing him anyway. Just like he's not playing Varane.
Bro,
so what are we
that
talking
Varane thing
about,
is
bro?
mad.
These man, bro. We've conceded that many goals, yeah. We've got minus goal difference in league and Champions League, but Varane can't get in the team, bro. That is, bro, there's no words for that. There's no
Bro, are
words
you
for
mad?
it, bro.
Your best box defender, yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if you had a style of play, yeah, I would excuse Varane not being in here. You know, I would be like, you know what, fair enough. You can't play out from the back. You can't do this. You can't do that. I would have been like, fair enough, yeah. If it was Arteta, you can see in it, like Saliba and Gabriel, the way they play out from the back is different, isn't it? You can see what they're trying to do. With United, there's no style of play. So why are you saying, oh, you know what, we're going to have to compensate that by not playing? There's no excuse to play Varane. I don't care. If you are conceding that many shots, yeah, and you're getting peppered, you need your best defender. It's simple as that. Because that's what happened last time. Look at the situation with Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. They didn't know where they were going, and then Gordon had an empty space. Like, that's going to happen more and more often. Go and get your best defenders then. So this idea that you don't need Varane because, oh, he doesn't fit your style. Tactics. Flipping hell, tactics. But you got beat 3-0 by Man City talking about tactics. It's not tactics. There isn't no tactics. You're just waffling, my friend. You are waffling.
Bro, 100% facts. That's what it is. Like, when you look at this Man United team, you can't figure out what these guys do on the training ground. Like, this manager's useless, bro. He's actually useless. He doesn't know what he's doing, bro. It's all performative. Like, even when you see the argument, with Tony, during the game, and you see it on camera,
bro,
it's
that
like
really
telling him to press. Press where? Press who, blood? What, by yourself? What's the point, though?
He did press. No, but the thing is, you don't realize it. I put the video out yesterday, He did press, but what Rashford did was he didn't follow through.
Exactly.
So it's not really his fault. So he's saying, what do you mean me? It's him over there because he was meant to channel in.
Yeah,
he was walking.
Well, that's the whole point of pressing. When you press, like normally there's a trigger and then you press up to a certain point and then then the other person's supposed to close off the passing lane. If Rashford doesn't go, then that's not my problem. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why are you shouting at Martial? It's because you just wanted to bring on your striker, bro. So just bring him on in and stop chatting rubbish. Stop looking for an excuse to try shout at me, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Allow it. And that's what it is. These men are always looking for scapegoats. And that's exactly what Jaden said, bro. He said, yo, don't be scapegoating, man, when these men are out here dying every week.
He said it, you know.
He said it. He said, don't scapegoat me, blood. You're using me as a scapegoat when these men ain't doing their job. And now, look, Jaden's not playing, bro. We've lost more than we've won. You can't blame him. He hasn't started the game this season.
Man. Can't blame him, mate. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, this is what I'm trying to say. This is why I didn't get onto Sancho. And this is why I was like, yo, listen, read between the lines, innit? Like, and this is why I said, now he's got favourites. Man decided, that he was going to wait until the 60th minute to take him off, you know. Bearing in mind, this guy's had a 3-week off. He's had no game in midweek Champions League. He's had a week off. And he still said, you know what? Wait until 60th minute to take you off. And then this guy had the audacity, Rashford, to go on the bench and start sulking around thinking, like, I don't know what he said, but he's like, what am I supposed to do? Bro, you're supposed to do your job, mate. You know what I mean, bro? Like, and this is excuse as well, by the way, that on the right-hand side, bro, it's not an excuse. My man can't do the simple things, you know. He's become like, you know, he's so readable, it's a joke, you know. My man tries to do the little chop, the Ronaldo chop. Bro, you're not that guy. Just run, do the simple things, run in behind, and use your pace to your advantage. This guy thinks he's a Ronaldo. You're not Ronaldo, man. Why does he think he's Ronaldo? Like, generally, you ain't got that skill. You ain't got that aura. Listen, man, you know better than Theo Walcott. And Theo Walcott had a good career. Yeah, listen, I'm being serious. Disrespectful. Theo Walcott had a good career. There's so many wingers. I don't know. What's the guy that used to play for Swansea back in the day? Dyer. These guys were just about good wingers, but they knew what they were doing. They knew their kind of strengths, and they knew their weaknesses. Rashford needs to know, bro, go direct, go down the line, use your pace, simple. You're not.
It's funny how it's taken all these guys this long, to start calling out Rashford, though. It's taken them so long. Do you know what I mean? Even the Roy Keane stuff, you know what I mean? Like, he got a mega contract and all that. He needs to do more and that. Bro, listen, Rashford's always been like this. Why are these men going on, like Rashford's changed his game? He's always been like this. He's never tracked back. Bro, the difference is when he's scoring goals, he gets away with it, bro.
Same
Do
like
you know what I'm
Bruno, same
saying?
like McTominay. Like
Mm-hmm.
three of them, yeah, are the biggest examples as why goals, yeah, don't mean anything with them three players. I'm saying it right.
Mm-hmm.
They're horrible footballers. They are horrible footballers. McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, they are not good enough for me, man. Honestly, I would displace them tomorrow if I had to, man, and go get footballers. You may not get the high GA. I'd rather, yeah, a guy who gives me 12 to 15 goals, but his overall game is on point. You know
Mm.
what you're getting every game. He gives you 7, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, because it makes
7, 8
everyone
out of
else
10.
around them better as well when you get players like that.
Simple. Simple. But this idea that you have one season off, one season on, and you're waiting for that moment for him to click, bro. It shouldn't be after how many years? At 26 now, we're waiting for Rashford to click. Why are we waiting for
Mm.
Rashford to click? Been here 20. It's been here for how long? You know,
Mm.
and listen, I called it out 5 years ago because I seen it. I was like, yo, this guy is he's a basic player, man. Like, he's not that great. Like, why are people hyping him up? Yeah, he may get you goals, but his overall game's average. It's literally average. You can
Mm.
read him like a textbook. And Livramento, or whoever was on that side, yeah, read him like a textbook, mate.
It was
You know what I'm
easy.
saying to you?
It
Like,
was easy
it's
work.
easy to read him, you know? But Tommy hiding. My man had less passes in the first half than Onana. He's had,
Yeah.
I think he's had what, 15 touches or whatever in the last couple of games.
Yeah, but
Bro,
bro, you gotta
another
look
one,
at
a
it. Yeah, the
fraud.
game against Galatasaray, he had eight passes complete in the first half before he scored the goal. And then he scored the goal and everyone forgot. McTominay stunk the place out, bro. This guy is an absolute disgrace. How he's a Man United player is one thing, but how this guy's starting week in, week out at the moment is crazy.
Bro,
It's actually
it's
crazy. And
mad,
that's on the manager, bro. That's on
bro.
the manager because he's picking these guys, bro. He's got the whole squad at his disposal and he's choosing him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we've gone so far backwards under this manager that
Bro,
the only right thing to do is get rid of him, bro. Like,
sack
do you
him,
know what I
man.
mean? And even
Simple.
if we do get rid of him, yeah, like, bruv, what the only thing, yeah, that we can credit him for, yeah, is all right, cool. Kobe Mino's a first team player now.
Yeah. But you know
That's
what's
it.
mad, yeah? These same people that are saying to me, yeah, who do you bring in? Well, ain't Jim Ratcliffe coming in anyway? Ain't the guy that
No.
you wanted to come in anyway, changing
Mm.
the football structure. So you can't have your cake and eat it. I'm sorry. You lot that are saying, oh, well, who's coming in? Bro, the guy that you're saying that's meant to change United and you're getting all gassed up by, and it's gonna change the whole complex of Man United. Well, he's gonna
Mm.
bring the football structure and Man United are gonna do better. So while you do that, you go sack this manager now, and then when he
Mm.
comes in, they bring in their new manager. If that's what you want, then that's what you want, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this idea that we can't sack him, I'm sorry. You lot are telling me there's a football structure coming and there's going to be a new identity. Then we'll wait for
Their
that to
job to
happen, then,
find the
innit?
manager. Yeah, it's their
Their
job
job
to
to
find
find
the
a
manager.
manager. Not down to me. Not down to me. We can give recommendations. I
Mm.
can give recommendation. It's not down to me. So listen,
Mm-hmm.
man, this idea, oh, no, no. Listen, man, this manager ain't the solution. So if you think another manager ain't the solution, well, this manager ain't the solution, right? Because I can't carry on watching this shit. No plan, no idea, no tactics. Eddie Howe is a better manager than Ten Hag. I'm saying
Way
it right
better.
now. I said it to be fair. In the
Mm.
other games that we had played him, he's a better tactician than Ten Hag. That
Way
tells you
better.
everything you need to know.
Bro, when you
Bro,
watch
bro,
Newcastle, you can tell Newcastle's style of play. Do you know what I mean? You can tell. You can look at someone and say, "Yeah, cool, he's a Newcastle player." Bro, you can tell because they all their players like it's very cohesive. Just like with Bielsa when he had his Leeds players, he didn't like players over a certain height, over a certain weight, and he kind of had a certain style of player. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you look at Newcastle, they got a very tall, very physical team. Do you know what I mean? They work hard, they press very aggressively, and you can see what they're trying to do, bro. When they have the ball and when they
yep,
don't have the ball, you can see what they're trying to do. Proper manager. And that's why when this guy said, how did I know at the start of the season before it went bad? I knew because I watched the whole preseason and I saw the signs. I was saying it
yeah,
in
100%.
preseason. I was like, why
They
are
were
our
bad
second team
signs.
playing better football than our first team every game, bro? Like every time we put in the second team,
They
all of
look
a
better.
sudden we were balling. And I was like,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
something's not working here. And then on top of that, yeah, on top of that as well, what you have to look at is that we played extra games and we played probably more games than anyone else in preseason. And these were supposed to be a template for the season. But then all of a sudden the season started. There was no Sancho false nine. It was Rashford back down the middle. And I was like, hold on, all preseason Rashford wasn't playing down the middle. So I was like, all right, cool. So like, what's going on? You know, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I was just
yeah,
like, he's wasted a whole preseason. Like, and
yeah.
I wasn't seeing
Wasted it.
shapes in preseason. I wasn't seeing no ideas. I never saw the 3-1-6 in preseason. If we were going to use it, why didn't we use it then?
Yeah. We see our best game was against Arsenal when we had Sancho false to nine. We
Yeah.
had Colby Mino in that midfield as well. That
Yeah.
was our best performance of the season in that
Mm.
preseason. And then all of a sudden he changes everything. And this is where another thing where Sancho was pissed off at because he's thinking, hold
Mm.
on a minute, I'm working my ass off to play in a position that I'm not familiar with, yeah, and it's
And did it
showing that
well.
it's something. And he did it well, yeah. But then you change it all. You change it, and then you tell me in training, I've got to go back to left wing. But then right now, I'm not in my best kind of, position. Probably not left wing in that regard. So then all of a sudden, you're saying I'm not playing to the standards. That's where everyone's kind of getting this idea of Sancho's not playing in training. He's like, hold on a minute. I played all preseason in that
Mm.
position, but now you're telling me to do some mad tracking back. Look at how many injuries we're getting. He's probably thinking,
Mm.
yo, man, you're going to kill me in this training, man. Look at this Mount's got injured. No, it's true. Everybody's getting injuries in training
Mm.
because of the intensity of what Ten Hag's doing. So the training methods aren't working. So for me, man, the preseason, yeah, I was moaning as well because I was like, listen, Donny van der Beek's playing well. This is playing well. That's doing well. Bro, if you're implementing something, yeah, preseason is the biggest kind of indication as to where you want to take the
Facts.
season because that's where you have your style of play and that's where you have your new methods.
And we
Maybe
saw
like the
nothing.
methods before. We saw nothing. And then all of a sudden, Wolves destroyed us. Well, really and truly, they should have beat us,
Mm-hmm.
really. Tottenham beat us. So many teams came in and destroyed us. Brighton came at home, and we tried to play this diamond formation, by the way. This diamond, all of a sudden, diamond formation against
Yeah,
Brighton.
Anthony weren't available, and then we done a diamond thing. And I said against Wolves, yeah, when we got packed, yeah, and then we ended up scumbagging it. I said, yo, we got battered here. Like, people shouldn't be celebrating this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly what it was. There was loads of different things, yeah, that the manager showed me, yo, he couldn't be trusted. There was loads of things, bro. We thought we were going in the right direction. We were going to play some attacking football. Remember, like, Dallo was playing, Wan-Bissaka was up for sale, and then all of us, and so was Scott McTominay. Then all of a sudden, Scott stays, Wan-Bissaka stays, gets a new deal, sells Fred instead. And I'm like, okay, like, what's going on? Like,
Bro,
do you know what I mean? I
the
thought we
same
was going
guy.
down this attacking route, and then all of a sudden, Wan-Bissaka's now first choice right back. Like, that doesn't make no sense to me. It's like the manager showed us he was one thing, and then he turned into something else, bro. And it's clear as day, yeah, that this guy is just trying to keep his job.
Oh, he's faking it. He's literally faking it until he can make it, bro. That's what he's doing, man. He's trying to waffle his way through press conference, talk about Onana as the second best keeper in the league based on stats. But bro, I can see football with my own eyes, bro. My man's cost us time after time. You know what? He's just making every excuse under the sun to literally just pull over the fans that are maybe backing him. Bro, he has, bro. He's a con artist. I said it on my thing. He's a con artist, bro. He's come in. He said, I don't want to play the Ajax way. He wants to get himself sacked. Before I went Ten Hag out, I said, yo, this guy wants himself sacked, you know. But then I was like, nah, man, bun this guy, man. Because this is self-sabotage, you know. Man just trying to just literally get himself sacked and get himself a payoff. Because he's probably approaching now the bit where he's probably going to be. I think he only got a 3-year deal, didn't he, or something
He only
like
got
that.
a 3-year
So
deal, so he's got less.
so
He's got less than 18 months left in January, I'm sure.
So yeah, he's probably thinking, yo, if I don't get this little deal now, then I might not get the little, package that I'm gonna get, yo. So I might have to do things right now. I'm telling you right now, some of these things that he's doing, bro, it's on purpose, man. Because how can you keep saying we can't play this style of football, and we can't do this, but then you're playing guys like Maguire who all have a ceiling point. These guys, I don't care what anybody says, yeah, and how good their form is, yeah. These guys have a ceiling point. All of you are gonna moan, yeah, when we get beat 4-5-0 by Liverpool because Maguire's playing.
Yeah,
And
we're
you
gonna
lot
get smoked.
but that's what I'm trying to say to you. So this idea that we keep playing McTominay and then what, and we haven't got options is bullshit. There is options there that you brought in. If you die on your sword having the guys that you brought in, everybody can say, you know what, fair enough. He's actually doing some. But if you're dying
you
on
could
a
say
sword
he's
that
trying to
failed
implement
before,
a style. These are the players that can play his style, and he's trying to do something. But it's like you're going back to the players you had. We might as well have brought in Conte if we was gonna do that. It doesn't make no sense
Mourinho.
bringing in. Yeah, it doesn't make sense bringing in a manager that's a philosophy manager or supposed to be to try and play pragmatic football, bro. It makes no sense. We didn't bring him in to be pragmatic.
Nope.
We didn't. I
They
even
didn't.
said, yeah, before, I said with the players that we have, Pochettino, yeah, is probably better for Man United than Ten Hag.
Wow. And
We
you look
brought
at,
in Ten Hag.
but the thing is
So
though, you
I'm
know why
thinking,
I
cool,
would say no.
we're not gonna play pragmatic football. It's cool. So we
But
let
it
you
changes though, right?
choose the players that you wanted to have, and you're still playing the players that you found here.
Yeah. But Rants though, but I feel like for me though, I can say that we can say that on hindsight, but we didn't know Ten Hag was gonna say,
Nah, but
I'm not here to
no,
play
but the
Ajax
point is,
football.
I said it before they came in.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I said, yeah, in terms of the players that are here already, it's more suits a
Okay.
pragmatic manager. It does, because
Yeah.
we don't have a
No, I get what you
cohesive
mean.
team. However,
Yeah.
he was meant to come in and change that.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
wasn't meant
So
to
he was
come in
meant
and
to
do
come
the
in.
pragmatic thing. Because if he was going to do
No.
that, he wasn't the right man for the job anyway.
Well, that's why I said con artist. He's come in and lied on his CV. He's went on Indeed. Bro, everybody's done this, by the way. Man's gone on
AI
Indeed.
generated CV and that. Bro, Chat
No, I'm
GP and
telling
that, or
you.
whatever the fuck is called,
Chat
blood.
GP, I don't know. But he's gone on Indeed. Everyone's done it. Bro, I've done it before. I've got in jobs like that, be like, yo, I've got this experience in this place and that place. And then what I've done is, yeah, I've got a phone number. That's one of my boys. And he's acting like he's been the person that's worked there. And he's giving a lot of... and he's giving a and he's giving a reference, yeah, to say, yeah, he's a good, hard-working guy. He knows what he's doing, etc., etc. Bro, I've done this, and this was a simple job to get in. I think where did I used to work in Subway. Subway wanted some mad CV. I was like, bro, you're only working in Subway.
Yeah, they
I
do
only
these
lasted a week,
brazy
by the
things.
way.
Man start asking for degrees to work in Tesco and that. These men are
Yeah, man. I'm
brazy,
like,
blood.
bro, man,
Man
come on,
talking
man.
about.
I just want to work in Subway and make sandwiches, bro. And then I left after a week anyway because it was a shit job, bro. And then that's what Ten Hag's done. He's come in, he's come in, yeah, and said, yo, I can play the Ajax way. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. And then when he's coming to the job, I'm like, oh, not really. I can't really do this. I'm gonna have to get results, bro. That's bullshit. You've lied on your CV because
You'd rather
you were
you
meant to
came
be
in,
the Ajax
implemented a
principal.
style of play, and the results weren't there, but we could see what we're doing. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We would more accept that, bro.
Simple. Simple. I'd not accept it. This is why, for me, as much as I want to banter Arteta, yeah, but he's died on his hill. He's actually said, you know what? I'm taking away Aubameyang. I'm taking away Nicolas Pepe. I'm taking away all these guys, yeah. I'm going to play my way of football. And luckily, listen, he could have been sacked, by the way. I'm not excusing that. He could have easily been sacked here. But the board allowed that because you know why? He stuck to his principles and he had a principle. Arteta had a principle. With Ten Hag right now, the reason why me and Lax Rants here cannot back this anymore because there's no principles. You've left it out the window. You've left it out the door.
That's it.
You said, I don't need all of that. So that's why I'm like, what's the point then? You might as well get Conte. You rather get Jose Mourinho, Ancelotti, whoever it is, to get you short-term results. You might as well. Because that's what he's doing right now. You're playing from game to game. You're scraping past
And if you were going to get me a manager that was just a short-term manager to win trophies, we would have gone for someone that's proven to win trophies then. What's the point? Do you know what I mean? You're better off keeping Jose. Do you know what I mean? Like, even this thing about, Gary Neville said this, bruv. Gary Neville chats shit, bro, because, bruv, when Jose was there, he was sucking him off. When Oli was there, he was sucking him off, saying, you don't want to sack these managers and that. I said it from ages. Like, Van Gaal is the last manager that we've seen a style of play with. And the thing is, he wasn't buying players, yeah, all willy-nilly and that, bro. He was playing these young players, bro. He was giving debuts, bro. He had Chris Smalling bossing, playing out from the back and that. So when people are saying these Man United players are not good enough, it's not the players. Because if Van Gaal had this squad of players, bro, you would see a style of play, whether you like it or not, bro. You would see it, no matter who was playing.
But also, it'd be filtered. You'd realize who wasn't good enough. But because we don't have a style to play, you don't actually realize, or Ten Hag's not realizing who's not good enough. Because he's just like, well, basically, we won that game and we won that game. So he's basing it. His ideology is kind of weird, bro. He's saying, oh, we won this game and we're showing great character, but realizing the football isn't that great. So he's here for results anyway. With Van Gaal, when you look at the Arsenal game, we played with Varela. We played with Rashford. We played with Timothy Fosu-Mensah. We had a young team, bro. Paddy McNair and them, man. He had a philosophy. So he died on that hill. And you know what? We may have not got where we wanted to be, but we won an FA Cup and we had a style of play. And this is the problem. He was trying to.
And we threw that all
to pieces.
away to try to do the Hollywood Jose thing, bro. Fosu Mensah, bro. He gave Fosu Mensah a career, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because he ain't been the same since, bro. He had us thinking Fosu Mensah was good, bro. He had us genuinely thinking Fosu Mensah had a career.
Improving players. He improved players, man. You know what I mean? Look at Martial first season. You know what I mean, bro? Like that Martial first season, and then all of a sudden Mourinho comes in and then decides to play him, etc., etc. So I can't lie to you, man. I think for me, what Ten Hag is doing right now, not only is it self-sabotage, but there's no direction either way. Like I don't trust him with buying players now. So what's the point of having a manager that can't be allowed to buy his own players in? What's the point? Like generally, if you can't have a ownership and a manager to kind of buy and agree to the same players, then what's the point? Because now he's controlled the market for how long and spent 400 million on nothing. What have you bought in? Nothing. You don't know, like Lisandro Martinez is the only one, and maybe Casemiro, yeah, that they say, you know what, there's a reason. I'm looking at Højlund right now. I love Højlund, yeah, but to be honest with you, bro, you need to start scoring goals, my friend. But that isn't
That's it, innit? That's it. I don't care what the excuse is. You got to start putting the ball in the onion bag, bro.
Yeah, you got to start scoring. But he relied on that person. There could have been other strikers available, by the way. But he said, "Now we'll go get Højlund in." So that's on you now, yeah. You then prioritize Mason Mount. For no reason, we didn't need Mason Mount, yeah, over a centre back or whoever can play out from the back. You bought Onana in, but then you don't have a centre back that can play out from the back apart from Lisandro Martinez. He has just mishmashed the whole entire transfer window based on what philosophy? If it was a philosophy, yeah, but he plays 2 8s and 1 holding midfielder and then leaves the whole midfield exposed. Felt sorry for Kobe Mino, Galatasaray, and then the game here against Newcastle.
100%
on his own.
Yeah, but bro, everyone's feeling sorry for Kobe Mino. No one was feeling sorry for Casemiro, blood, when he was getting exposed by these bums.
Thank you.
Everyone was saying, his legs are gone, he's finished. Nah, he's playing in a midfield, yeah, with Mount and flipping Mount and Bruno, who just leave people to run at him. What do you expect? All of a sudden now it's Kobe Mino. We're understanding, yeah, that he wasn't the problem. When Amrabat plays in that lone 6 role, he gets exposed as well. Now I'm saying every time someone plays in that lone 6 role, they get subbed at half time, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But Cass was the problem. No, the problem is the lack of system, bro. And this is why man can get mad. You can talk about the players all the time. At the end of the day, a poor workman always blames their tools, bro. Newcastle got about 12 senior men out injured, yeah, and they bodied us with Riley and them, man. You can't tell me Riley is getting in Man United squad, bro. He's not. Do you know what I mean? So when man are talking about, it's the players, no, it's not. Because if you gave Eddie Howe these same players, yeah, he would have us playing better than Newcastle. He would have us playing better than Newcastle. You can't blame the players until you have the system in place, the philosophy in place, everything in place. And then when you have it in place, this is when the players that aren't up for it are going to start to stand out, bro. Because that's when you realize you can't do it. That's when you realize.
Of the environment. They're a byproduct. The players are a byproduct of the environment. They literally represent the manager. They're looking out there thinking, what do we do? How do we press? Man can't even press well, you know. How mad is that? How can you not get a team to cohesively press well in a unit? How can you not get a team to say, you know what, when we get the ball, this is how we play? Like generally, you don't understand, man. And Newcastle, yeah, literally did. You know what? It wasn't even like crazy what they did. They pressed us, they bullied us in midfield, yeah, and then they had a shape. That's what you had. Shah running into midfield, literally just going.
If Newcastle had our attack, yeah, with the possession that they had, the way they were drilled, they would have battered us.
Yeah, don't, man.
They would have battered us. It's because they couldn't really create nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? They couldn't really create. They didn't have the individuals to do something. Bro, I'm telling you, if Eddie Howe had these Man United players, yeah, drilled the way this Newcastle team, bruv, Newcastle wouldn't be able to live with us. They wouldn't have been able to live with us, bro. Man could talk about the players till the cows come home. These players are a lot better than what we're seeing from them. And that's down to the manager, bro. There's no philosophy. Until we know what the template is, you can't say a player's playing well or not playing well, because what's my responsibility?
Well,
what's my responsibility? We don't know.
He said Luke Shaw. He said Luke Shaw is going to play centre back because tactically he has to run a lot at left back. So does that mean that Luke Shaw's not good at left back anymore?
It means he's not fit. But I've been saying this for years. He's a better left back, centre back, because he doesn't need to run. He's not built like a modern day left back. When you look at modern day left backs, all of them are slim, athletic, and they get up and down, bro. That's why Ashley Young can still do it at 38
Still
years
do it.
old.
Yeah.
Look
38.
at his
Yeah.
build compared
Yeah.
to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's not built like a fullback. Neither is Reece James, blood. That's why he keeps getting injured. You know what I'm saying, bro? Reece James is too heavy to be a fullback, bro. He built like a centre half in the modern game. If he wants to preserve his career, he's got to play centre back.
Yeah.
He has
Well,
to.
there you go.
Or play him as a six.
And then obviously, yeah. But he put Dallo at left back, who isn't comfortable there. And then you got Reguilon, who's on the bench. So if you're gonna play again, you bought a left back that you got in from Tottenham or whoever he came from, and you go and play him a left back then, and then we actually can play with a better system. Because Dallo might not be comfortable. He'd be like, you know what, I might want to play right back, and I don't want to do that. So and that's what I'm trying to say. Everything that he does doesn't make sense, man. You know what I'm saying to you? And he can't get the attack right. He's now benching Anthony. So he's failed on Anthony. Well, he just wasted 85 million then on Anthony. He's failing him. You know what I mean? He's taking everyone off when it doesn't work out. Everything that this manager is touching right now, it's honestly, man, it's just, and it's pathetic. And he'll say, you know what, the next conference, he'll say, well, we'll be all right, man. We'll be all right. You know what I mean? We're still on a good run and we're not far away from top four. Bro, I don't care about this top four business. I'd rather care that we know where we're going in direction. You can go third. What does it show for us right now? We went third last season and it doesn't show anything. What does it show? You tell me, what does it show?
And exactly, look at his super chat. Spurs fan from Toronto. I big up Canada in the chat. He said from pre-season game, very first game, you can see exactly what Andrew's trying to do. He only came 2 weeks before that. Bro, the game they lost to West Ham, you saw exactly what Spurs were on. Even though they lost, straight away, you were like, yo, this is like, you saw. I was like, yo, this is exciting. Bro, can't see nothing. This Man United team, and that's why in pre-season I told you, man. How can you have 8 games, You're training every day, and they're doing double sessions in pre-season, and man still can't implement a style of play. We saw it with LVG, immediately. When LVG was the manager, I was going to games, bro. You used to see and Saeed will tell you, you used to see Man United players lined up in the formation we were going to play the game in.
Yeah.
Passing the ball, bruv.
I know.
Bro, before the game, they were lined up in the shape, moving the ball, bro. Like, he had them doing it until it just became automatic, bro. Like, he didn't care about all these other things. These man, we knew what the formation was before the game because they were lined up in the formation. You know, like that. And that's the difference. What's Ten Hag doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Everything's disjointed.
But when you deep it, we are the worst footballing team in the league. I don't care when you look at Luton or not. I'm talking about where we are shaped well. Villa are a better football team than us.
We're behind Burnley, bro.
Bro, listen,
Wolves.
man. The only thing that separates that is just the quality. We have maybe better quality, but that's about it. You know what I mean? Everything else, when you deep it, we are so far behind. How can we have teams that just come to us, and just bop us apart? Literally just be like, yo, you're not having the ball. Burnley for that first half, they were like, yo, you're not having the ball. They dominated us. We had one moment of brilliance. Evans over the top. Bruno Fernandes then volleys it and just does what Bruno Fernandes does. You know what I mean? Like, apart from that, Dallo, individual brilliance to win the game. Bruno Fernandes gets Fulham, individual brilliance to win the game. The Lindelof one against Luton. Bro, it got in the box, a little bit of a mellow. He has a shot, it's a goal. We're just literally getting our way through games. It's not sustainable. Over a long run, the results are short term. The performances dictate in the long run where you go. That's what it dictates. So I feel like for me, that's where I'm like, you know what, man? Like, it's just a joke, man. Ten Hag's not fixing anything, man. 100%. At this point here, I get what you're trying to say. I don't think that we should excuse the players in that regards. But also,
I don't get it. I don't get what you're saying at all, bro. These guys are human beings, going to work, and their manager's incompetent. Like, what are you supposed to do? Oh, but they should put in a shift. Why, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? Imagine you worked anywhere, bro. Do you know what I mean? Imagine you worked in anywhere and your manager was incompetent and did doing, and they're trying to tell you to do something, but you know that it's not the right thing. Like, are you going to give it 100%? No, you're not. You're going to do it reluctantly because in your head, you're like, why are we doing this? The whole time. You can't full-heartedly go into something knowing like you're questioning it. That doesn't make no sense.
It works two ways as well. You can run.
I'm not going to give 100% for a manager that I don't trust. I'm not going to do it.
it could also be the other side where you run around and you're headless chickens in it and you don't really know what you're doing and then you get beat 3 or 4 nil. That's what happens to most teams in it. I listen, I'm not excusing some of these players, by the way, but I also would say though, if we had a manager who had a clear plan, we'd actually know what we're doing. Because on the ball, these guys don't know what they're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
also, some of these players are on the football pitch because of Ten Hag. So if these
Mm.
players aren't on there, we're not talking about players not running around. Sorry. We're not.
Yep.
Anthony runs around. Everybody knows Anthony runs around. But do you get the quality from Anthony? No.
No.
So if you want Anthony, then fair enough. Amrabat can run around and have the quality, but he's not on the football pitch. McTominay runs around and does nothing. So stats can, Sometimes I look at things here and it tells you nothing really. You can run around like McTominay and do nothing. So
Yep.
I feel like you have to have a balance, man. I want quality as well. I mean, just running around. I get running around, but quality, mate. Can we get quality, please? Can we
But
get
this is what I'm
quality?
saying. Bro, football's changed, man. Football has changed. People need to realize football has changed, yeah. Jose Mourinho, yeah, is a manager that heavily relies on individuals. He always has. He always has. But guess what? Yeah, the game's changed, bro. Football's a system game now. So Jose's style of management don't win stuff the way it used to. Period. Do you know what I'm saying? Oli, that was his first proper job in football, bro. He should have never got the job in the first place. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why people even including Oli in the conversation because Oli's not a proper manager. Everyone knew that.
Ten Hag than Oli, man.
Yeah, Oli was an
Oli
interim, bro. I don't blame Oli for anything because he was never qualified for the job in the first place. But Ten Hag lied to us and made us believe he was. That's the worst thing about the Ten Hag thing. Oli thing was like, when you give your brethren the job, bruv. That's not his job, but he's your brethren, blood. Yeah. That's what that was. Them ones there. Like that's what, man. That's what it was. Like, it was not like he was a proven manager and he let us down. He took us as far as he could take us. And we knew that he couldn't really take us nowhere. We knew that. So we can't have Oli in the same conversation as Mourinho or Ten Hag, bro. He was different, bro. Like, his highest level he played at was Mulder, bro. And he relegated Cardiff, bro.
Relegate Cardiff, yeah, and he had the Cardiff fans saying that, nah, this guy's a trash manager. My thing is as well, yeah, but I don't know if you're seeing this, but Michael Carrick and these man, yeah, they're balling out. I don't know if you see Kieran McKenna, the footballer.
Yeah, McKenna and Carrick are doing their thing.
You know what I mean? So they were the guys that were basically behind the brains of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
But they were coaching. Solskjaer was the manager, and them two were the coaches.
Were the coaches, yeah, they were the coaches. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So I've got a bit more respect for them too, at least. You know what I'm trying to say? But listen, like I said to you, Ten Hag, the reason why I'm more disappointed in Ten Hag than Oli is because we knew Oli was only there because of sentiment, because he was a legend of the football club. That's why he was there for. And as soon as that weared out and everyone had enough of that, they were like, oh shit, yeah, he's not actually a great manager, is he? Yeah, we need to sack him now. That's what he did. And with the Ten Hag thing, bro, let's not act like he wasn't a good coach. But now he's come to Old Trafford. For me, the pressure's too big for him as well. We're going on like he's managed in big clubs. He's only managed at Ajax, you know. Like, why are we like...
Trust me, the most pressure you're going to get at Ajax, do you know what I'm saying, is literally to win the league, which you should win anyway with all the money you spend. Like that. They're not expected to do nothing in the Champions League. They're not expected to do nothing there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot less responsibilities. The commercial responsibility is not the same. There's a lot, bruv. Man United job is not just coaching.
No.
Yeah, it's not just coaching Man United. It's about dealing with the press. It's about your social obligations. It's about your marketing obligations. It's all these other things, bro. Like at Ajax, yeah, they just give man the players. They just give you the players and say, cool, coach them, bro. Like, bro, it's literally like being a school teacher, bro. Like, the kids are in the class, you just need to take the curriculum. That's it, bro. Man United's not that, bro. It's a different game.
Most of the material's there already for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. These lecturers that are on 50 grand a week, you think they know everything. They've got PowerPoint. They're reading off a PowerPoint slide, man.
Bro,
nah, be serious.
Bro, most of your teachers at school, literally, it's a curriculum. They read the book, memorize it. A lot of the time, if you were switched on like me, you would see that the teachers had the book on the desk during the lessons when they were teaching you, blood. Bro, a lot of these teachers didn't even know the answers, bro. They had the book. They had the answers on the desk, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? When they were teaching you, they go to the desk, they look on the book, and then they write on the board, blood. If you're switched on, you'll see these man. Most of these man don't know it, bruv. I swear down, they don't know it, blood. Them man a supply teacher. You think that them man Them man have got a degree in everything they're teaching. Hell no, they got us
No, no,
booked
no,
with
no,
the
no, no.
syllabus, blood, and them man are looking on the desk and then going and writing on the board, fam. You know,
Bro,
like that.
what I'm trying to
Well, you
say.
think these motherfuckers know everything? Hell no, they don't
No,
know
no, no, no,
nothing,
no, no,
bruv.
no, no. It's like that's what I'm saying now with uni now. Yeah, it can be a waste of time because you're basically paying to read PowerPoint slides for them to just read it. So that's what I'm saying with Ten Hag. He's
Do it
just
at home.
literally, yeah, do it at home exactly. You know what I mean? And save yourself money. But I feel like for me with Ten Hag, he's had the blueprint, and all he's had to do was just coach. You know what I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
say to you, and that was it. With United, there's more than that. It's literally more than that, bro. You get me? And
Mm.
that's why I'm like, yo, man, like, why have everybody reluctant to kind of keep this guy? Like, he ain't gonna give you. He has literally reached his ceiling point. Tactically, he's reached his ceiling point. You know, mentally, he's reached his ceiling point. Everything about this guy, bro, it's
Bro,
expired.
even
You
his
know,
substitutions, bro, it's like he plans them before the game. Do you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like, that's
His bad
crazy.
habits. His habits as well are bad as well, bro. His
Bro.
habits. His habits.
And look at that right there. Man saying Darren Bent saying on Premier League TV the fact that Ten Hag signed Anthony and
Oh,
left Kudus tells you everything about him. Well, bro, look what Kudus is doing
bro.
now at West Ham.
Bro, he's mashing up work, you know. He's mashing up work, man. We bought the wrong guys. The guy bought the wrong guys as well. Man
Mm-hmm.
seen Vitesse here and said, yo, oh, I need a bit of Mount, you know. Man could have
Mm.
waited a year to get Mount for free. Okay, if you want Mount, okay. We could have waited a year and get him for free, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man's not going to sign a new contract. Then you could have waited. I said, you know what? Let me go buy a centre back or whoever I wanted so he can play out from the back. Or go buy a midfielder who can actually control the game and dictate. You know what I mean? You go get someone that can actually play football. You could have
Mm-hmm.
waited. You could have easily waited. But he decided, nah, I need Mount. I need to sign 65 M's. And what did Chelsea go and buy? They're going to use that money to go buy Caicedo and them, man.
Yep.
Them man finessed us. Like they finesse Arsenal for Havertz. You know,
Yep.
they go, and we're just so stupid. We're just so
Yep.
stupid, bro, to get, you know what? But yeah, man, we go need that player. Bro, man, it's just wild, man. Like even Hoyland one, man. Like Hoyland, was he that guy to spend that much money on
Bro,
him? No.
before we got linked with Rasmus Højlund, I can tell you 100% never heard of him.
Well, there you go.
Never heard
There
of
you go.
him. You know, like that. And it is what it is. And we spent that much money on a youth that I've never heard of that scored 9 goals, blood. And he has 0 blood. And it's December in the Premier
There
League.
you
It's
go.
0 goals, blood. And all the goals he scored in the Champions League mean nothing because we're going out, bruv. So
Went out. Well, it won't count for anything now. When people say, "Oh, well, his record is that he's got this in the Champions League," well, we're out anyway. And like I said, to you, it's not.
that's what I mean. So those go in the bin, bruv, because we're out of competition.
Yeah, we're out of the competition, and this is what I'm trying to say. Like Ten Hag then said, "Oh, you know what? We're going to rely on this guy, and we're going to do this. We're going to do that." I'm like, bro, do you realize what you're doing, man? You get what I'm trying to say to you, like, and this is why I'm just like, bro, it's Ten Hag has no clue. He doesn't know his front three is. He doesn't know his midfield three is. He doesn't know his back line. He's changed how many times he's changed his back line every time. Like he
Bro,
doesn't even
he
get
doesn't
his
know
back
who
line,
he is, bro. All he's showing us is
bro.
that he doesn't have an identity. His identity was Ajax, bro. So the whole time he was winning stuff, he thought it was him, but it was the club. That's what it is. Because if Eric Ten Hag can't identify an Eric Ten Hag footballer, then who can? He
You
don't
can,
know who
yeah.
he
You
is,
can.
bro. He don't know who he is because everyone he's brought in has flopped. He doesn't know who he is. Everyone he brought in can't play the style of football he wants them to play. So
That's mad, you know. Even Anthony that he brought in
he's
doesn't know.
slowly working out, that it was nothing to do with him, but it was actually the
Wow.
club that gave him what he had. That's a damning thing, bro. And that's why when you listen to him, in the
Yeah.
press conferences, he genuinely doesn't believe it's his fault. He doesn't know what's happening, bro. He doesn't know what's happening.
He's moving mad.
He's
He
played
kind of
11 different back
Yeah.
fours in like 14 games or something like that, or 13 games, 11 different back fours.
People say you have to. You don't have to, man. That's the same thing that you should be consistent. We had Rio, Vidic, Evra, and if it wasn't West Brown, it would be Gary Neville. We
Yeah.
had them for
We knew
every
who it was.
single time. We knew who it was, or Raphael, who it was, for example. You knew who they were. That back five didn't change.
Yeah.
It didn't change. You knew who they were, but for some reason he'll change 1 minute. You don't know who knows what the Chelsea game is going to be like. Do you know the
No.
formation? Do you know what it's gonna? He's just gonna be like, oh, you know what?
How much do you want to bet that Luke Shaw don't start centre back against Chelsea? because he started centre back against Newcastle. I bet you he doesn't. I bet you Lindelof comes back in and he goes back out to left back. Bro, he's
Yeah,
not going to start the same back forward. Bro, this guy never does. Expect something
right.
crazy. Expect Lindelof at left back or something. Or
Yeah,
expect,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
expect something booky like that.
Some mad.
Do you
Something
know what I'm
mad.
saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Expect
yeah, yeah.
something like that, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. He don't know what he's doing, man. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, he doesn't build. You know as well, yeah. If you're a player now, yeah,
Mm,
and like, even if you're a bench player, but you know that the manager has a certain 11, yeah, and he has a
mm,
philosophy, I'll be like, you know what? I need to work my ass off to get into this philosophy because I like
mm-hmm.
it. It's working. If you know, like Guardiola doesn't play Grealish all the time, you know, he plays
Mm.
Doku. But then
Depends
Grealish,
on the opponent.
yeah, depends on the opponent. But he also knows that, yo, listen, I know that I know what I need to do to get into this 11. These players, when
Mm,
they come on the pitch, they don't even have an impact. Bro, they don't even have an impact. Pelestri comes on, no impact. Anthony comes on, he might run around a little bit. Like, they're just coming in and it's just like playground football,
yeah,
man.
but they're
You know what
also
you-
coming into a team that's getting battered, bro. Like, it's
But that's
difficult.
what I'm saying. That's what
It's
I'm trying to say.
difficult to come in
Wait,
and change a game when you come on the pitch and you know you're not going to touch the ball. Like, when we played Newcastle,
bro.
it's like, you know, you're coming onto a game where you're just chasing the ball, bro. Like,
Crazy.
how do you motivate yourself as a player to just chase the ball? And then when you got it, there's no plan. There's no
No
plan,
plan.
bro.
Literally. There's no plan. There's no idea. He just literally says, you know what? Just go and do this. And, he tries to act like he's doing something in his little notebook. You know what I mean? And then
Mm,
he tries to say, this is what you're going to do. But then why is it not replicated on a football pitch? Why is it not like, we know when these subs come on that there's a different change in the scenery. I just think this year he's just literally just said, you know what, I just can't be asked anymore. And you know what? And he's asking for the sack. He genuinely is
mm,
asking for the sack. Because last year he was making substitutions early. We scored, I
yeah.
think, about 16, 17 goals off the bench last season. He was proactive. This year, he's just decided, you know what, man? Allow it, man. I can't be
Yeah,
asked.
I
Like,
remember he was making changes and we were winning games. Do you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
he was turning things around. Now, but also, you could look at it that, yo, that's when the players were playing for him. They're not playing for him no more.
Well,
Like
that's a
they're
good
not
point,
playing for
man.
him no more. Like the only players that playing for this manager are the players that are fighting for their lives, bro. Players like McTominay, players like Maguire. Because if they get released from Man United, where they going? West Ham and
Well, they
teams like that. Their
finished,
career's
man.
done.
Their
Career's
career's
done.
done, man.
Done,
Career's done.
bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
They're hanging
that
on.
believes it. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
hanging on to Man United because that one Man United thing is the only thing stopping them from being Phil Bardsley and all them other men that played for Man United that end
Yeah,
up
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
floating around the league, bro. That's the only
yeah.
thing that stopped them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is exactly what it is, bro. This is exactly what it is. And as for this, listen, the Martial witch hunt, yeah, will always
Bro,
happen, bro. I've told these man this, yeah. It's funny how Anthony Martial cannot play the majority of Man United games. He's not responsible for why Man United are the way they are, but they always want to point fingers at Tony all the time, bro. They always want to do it. They can't help it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. Like, why are you focusing on Tony? Why are you focusing on Tony when
exactly.
he don't play, bro? It's disgusting, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? These men
But
are
the thing is,
dickheads,
though,
bro.
but they won't. Again, it's like literally like, scapegoating a guy, yeah, who's literally hardly played this season, by the way. And also, they don't want to go to their favorite players. It's like, but Rashford's a young player. This is that. Bro,
Bro,
these
him
guys
and
should be on
Rashford
as
are a
well.
year apart, blood.
That's what I'm saying. Look at bloody McTominay. Oh, but you know what? He shows a bit. Bro, I don't give a shit about the passion. Man don't play what a midfielder plays like. Do you guys realize that? So this idea that, yeah, but at least he plays. Bro, I don't give a shit, man. If your
Mm-hmm.
quality, this is where we got to. This is where Ten Hag has got us to, where we're talking about people running around and whatnot.
Mm.
Literally, this is where we've got to. Ten Hag football is literally now pinpointing at certain players not pressing well, or certain players not doing this, when it should be about style of play, patterns of play. We'll still be talking about that, but it's the bare minimum we're talking about.
Bro, Martial
So
got
now
more
they're
league
eating.
goals than Hoyland, blood.
Well, there you go. But they won't
Ain't
talk
no
about that, will they,
ain't
man?
no one talking about it though. And this is what I'm saying. They always do the scapegoat things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is just what it is because they talk about they always want to talk about Martial, yeah. The funny thing is, yeah, as much as Rashford, yeah, people are starting to wake up on him, yeah, bro. Why am I not talking about his attitude? He's not tracking back. So when they start talking about his attitude,
Well, there you
why
go.
not, bro?
But you
Do you
see
know what
what
I'm
Carragher
saying?
said? That was
He's
that
got
was
that one of our own tax, blood. That's what it
yeah, yeah,
is,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But
Because, bro, no one's talking about his attitude. If that was Martial not tracking back and
yeah, no,
walking, do you know what I mean? There was one pass where, one point where man skipped past Rashford, yeah, on the edge of the box, and he just dropped his hands and just walked and just stopped. He
bro,
just switched off
Livramento went
completely.
past him.
Yeah, and he just stood
That's what I
there.
keep thinking. He thinks he's better than what he is. That's what
It's
it comes down
crazy.
to. Someone needs to go and chat, like genuinely, man. Someone needs to go chat to Rashford, yeah. One of
Mm,
his boys, I say, bro, you're not that guy, man. So you need to
mm,
go and just do the basics of what you are. Like people think he's better than Phil Walcott and them, man. He's not.
yeah.
They're same, like if not the
Same
same
level.
level, man.
Yeah,
Same
no, yeah.
level.
Same level,
Dyer.
max. Yeah.
What's the other one called? Routledge. Routledge
Mm.
and them, man. Bro, humble yourself, like, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Routledge
yeah,
was a good
yeah. And
winger.
Aaron Lennon and them,
Aaron
man.
Lennon. Aaron Lennon. These guys were good wingers, you know. They were just
Mm.
good standard wingers. They weren't flashy, but Aaron Lennon, yeah, never used to
Yeah,
be
them
skilled.
like
He
Andros
used to go
Townsend and them, man. That's the level them man are. They're just Premier League players.
Sinclair, Punchin.
Yeah,
Bro, you
all
see
them,
his
man. That's it. That's
oh,
his level,
that's
and
it.
he's not even. Bruv, Punching was a baller. He ain't even punching
Punchin was a
level, blood.
baller, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what I'm trying
So
to say. Like, he's not even levels with these guys like Jason Puncheon and Routledge. These guys could actually ball. Like, he's not
Jermaine
levels,
Pennant.
bro. He's not
Like, you know what
levels.
I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's just that he plays for Man United. If you put him in the Aston Villa team or in this team there, they're the same level. But because they play for Man United, people want to put them in a higher status, but they're not. Put him in a different team. You're not talking to him any differently than these guys that I've just said to you right there. You know what I mean? Balassi had a more X factor than him. Balassi at least
Way more
entertained.
X Factor. Way more.
Way more X factor, man. You know that was there. Like, come on, mate. Like, come on, Jamari Gray, another one.
Yep.
They just don't play for a
Yeah.
better club. They did, they would get elevated to that level. So that's why I'm like, miss me out with that, man. Miss me out with that, bro.
Facts, bro. You ain't lying. And I look at
Oh
this
my
from Rob
god.
Dawson saying he's battling to keep players on side. Bro, battling, bro. He's been battling to keep players on side all season. You see, when Martial, yeah, was giving it
Yep.
to him, yeah, I was like, yeah, he's lost the whole dressing room. Because at that point,
Facts.
Tony's one of them ones where he doesn't show emotion at all, innit? Like, at all. So the fact that he's reacted to the
Facts.
manager, he's like, bro, I'm tired of this, bro. Like, and everyone else is tired of it. And I mean, I see Varane on the bench looking like he's gonna laugh as well, like he was holding in a laugh, blood, because he's looking at this thinking this is some joke thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
Varane don't want to leave this club. Do you know what I'm saying? He loves Man United, but he knows this manager's a bum, bro. I don't think Varane wants to leave for a second. This manager gets sacked, Varane ain't going nowhere, bro. Because, bro, what manager in the league don't want Varane in their team, bro? Or at least in their squad? Are you crazy? Do you know what I mean? Just the experience that this guy has, yeah? Like, it doesn't make no sense to get rid of a player like Varane. It makes absolutely no sense. Him and Casemiro are so valuable to the team, bro. Even if they're not playing. Even if they're not playing, they're so valuable. Chelsea are struggling right now because they've only got Bernardo. I mean, not Bernardo. They've only got Thiago. They've only got Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
That's the only experience they have in that team. The only one, bro. And they got a team full of kids. They spent all this money, yeah, on all these
Why does
kids, yeah.
Pochettino still play him? Why does Pochettino still play Thiago Silva? Because
Well,
he
there you
knows the
go. He's
experience is needed to
important,
get him
bro.
through. The importance of him.
And the thing
Just
is,
to
if
get
he
through
leaves
this
Man
season.
United, he's being linked with Bayern Munich, so he can go somewhere
Bayern Munich.
and win another Champions League. But you think that Varane's finished, bro? You're crazy. The end of the day, yeah, these ballers are mad important, bro. Because even if they're not playing week in week out, they keep the level of performance to a certain level. They keep the attitude a certain level. These guys are really like they've been there, done that. Those players are gold dust. I mean, Chelsea needs that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They need players like that. They spent too much money on players
young
that ain't
players.
really done nothing in football, bro.
Yeah.
And the
Facts.
best days are ahead of them. But bro, you can't win
Yeah.
with that. You need a core of players that have been there, done that, and they can uphold the standards, bro. Do you know what I mean? And Chelsea went too far that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So these players need to be in the squad. Do you know what I mean? Even David De Gea, yeah. If David De Gea was a number 2 and he was accepting to be a number 2 and he could stay at the club, cool. But you weren't good enough to be number 1. But the problem is you can't be a number 2 on 350k.
That's
You know,
saying.
like that. This is the
But
problem.
then also the manager, the way he dealt with him as well was proper naughty as well. Didn't even let him know. Didn't even, you know what I mean? Like even that man management as well. It's a bit of a madness. So
Yeah, because
and
we
then he
thought
brought
he
in
was
Onana.
staying, and then he wasn't. You know, like that.
Then he wasn't
So
exactly. So it was like you didn't give him for me, he didn't give him a send off, etc., etc. So I just look
mm,
at this manager, like the way he spoke about Casemiro as well. Like we needed to play
mm,
football. Like people talk about, someone said to me yesterday, yeah, give me examples of how Ten Hag is a bad man manager.
hmm.
Varane saying tactics to a guy who's won everything. That's bad management skills. I don't care what anybody said. We can say here, but it's the manager. And bro, you don't speak to someone like Varane like that. And this is not talking about player power. For Casemiro, I needed to play football. Listen, you know when you say that sort of stuff to Casemiro, when in reality he was playing football, but your tactics made it so difficult for him to get involved in the game. That's another
Hmm.
one as well. The Sancho situation as well. But 1 minute you can talk about, Rashford, I don't talk to the media, but then Sancho, you want to go and air out your dirty laundry. How does
Bro, in
that
a
work
game
out?
where Sancho didn't even play, you know, like that,
That's what
and
I'm
we
saying.
lost, he easily could have said, "Listen, I don't talk about players that aren't involved in the match day squad or aren't selected." My man came out, threw him under the bus. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, man are saying it's an apology situation, and then we're finding out that ain't an apology situation. Sancho knew even if he apologized, he weren't gonna be able to
But
play anyway
that's what
because
I'm
it's
saying.
because it's like the manager's holding grudges out here, and you're seeing what he's doing with Varane as well. Like it's not an
But would
apology
you
thing
like
why
it though?
Varane's not playing.
But would you? I don't think anybody would like it though. If you apologize to someone, yeah, and then they just say they use it to their advantage, the next thing you know, they start treating you in a different way as well. You ain't gonna
Mm.
apologize, man. Simple as that. You're gonna be like, you know what? I'm
Why
just
would you
gonna do my own
apologize
thing.
if
You
you
do your.
know that your apology doesn't mean anything? Why would you
Well, there
even
you go.
bother?
Well, there you
And they
go.
wanted him to apologize publicly as well. Like, why am I
Publicly,
gonna do that? Apologize publicly, only to sit on the bench anyway. Nah, less of that. You know, like that.
And we're talking about
Crazy.
guys who this is Sancho. So you got Varane and Casemiro, you got Ronaldo. So Sancho to him is probably gonna be a nobody,
Mm.
compared to these guys who have won it all. So he's thinking, you know what, like really and truly, if I do say sorry, I'm gonna be on the bench anyway. To Rashford, Anthony is his own guy, guys. You realizing that, and he's on the bench.
And Donny, bro's not in the
Anthony,
squad.
Donny's not in the squad.
Donny's come out and
Man's
said
treating
that
his
the
own.
manager told him that he wants to go in a different direction. So I won't be needing you, bruv. Like the same brother that he's played for and won stuff for. Bruv, this guy has lost it. He's lost it.
Hannibal Majebri comes in for a little bit just to get
What
him over a
happened?
little bit of
Like
a
two,
rock,
three
and then
games.
just dropped him. Just dropped him and said, "Yo, listen, get back to your
Can't
bench,
even
bro."
come off the bench no more, Hannibal.
That's crazy, man. It's just the
You
way
see
he
what I'm
deals with
trying
it.
to say? Come on,
It's not
bro.
what
The
you
way he's
say,
just
man. It's how
using
you
and
say it.
abusing, man, is crazy. Last season, he was like, oh, yeah, Martial's so important to the team. And then he got Hoyland, and then all of a sudden, Martial don't exist no more. Like, this
Don't
is what this
exist,
guy, this Brit ain't got no man management, bro.
Nah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You know
Last
what, man?
season,
It's
this
mad,
guy was brother, he was the chairman of Martial FC last season, And then this
Yeah.
season, all of a sudden, bro,
I
it's
don't
the
know you.
Hoyland thing. Hoyland ain't scored no Premier League goals, bro. Martial scored a goal, won a penalty, and the next game got benched.
Like that for me, yeah. You know what's crazy? Yeah? That's cowardice behavior, If you're say now, yeah, you got a problem with someone, yeah, but you can't be in a situation where you're civil and that, and they just choose to refuse to not speak to you. That's cowardice as well.
Mm.
The way he kind of moves and that, like the way, like generally, like imagine you just explain to the person you're not in my plans and that, but the way you kind of act about it, like, come on, man. I keep saying it's not how you say things nowadays. It's how you say it. It's not what you say. It's
Mm-hmm.
how you say it. You get me? Like, just say, yo, brother, you're not in my plans. Keep it moving, innit? I'm gonna be like, you know what? I can respect that because he's told me to my face. I ain't even in
Mm-hmm.
his plans. But the way you kind of like, oh, well, you are in my plans. You're not in my plans. But you know what? I'll give you opportunity. Then I won't give you opportunity. And you can't just keep doing this, by the way. 1 minute you're playing Hoyle, one playing Martial. You need to know your striker as well, by the way. Like, can we know
Thank
what
you.
our striker
Because you
is?
need, bro,
Can we
because
know
your
what our
attackers
players
need rhythm. You need to know who
rhythm?
what player that is going to be up there. Do you know what I mean? So you need to know how you're going to play, because how you're going to play is very much reliant on who's in front of you. Of course it matters. Do
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? If you're the
Facts.
goalkeeper, you can go longer if you've got Hoyland there than if you've got Martial. Like, it's a
Yep.
completely different style of play, bro. Like, the whole thing, yeah, the whole thing don't even make no sense, bro. Like,
Nope.
this manager he's not you can't defend him. Like, if you're defending this manager at this point, it's crazy. Like, you can dislike all the players that you want.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, yeah, less of this is an issue, yeah, if the manager does the basic things right, bro.
Basic things. Yeah.
If you don't have basic man management, you can't tactically do nothing, yeah. And also your identification of players haven't been good either because all the
Torrid.
players you brought in
Torrid.
haven't made us better. Like, what have we
Torrid.
done?
Bro, it's for me, when you look at his talent idea as well, man, what he's brought in, bro, like the list is actually, bro, Sabitz is coming, Sabitz is now a left winger for Dortmund, but he said to him he's a 6. You know what I mean?
He
said he's a
said that
6.
he plays instead of Cass when everyone knows that Sabitzer can play with Casemiro, like. But he saw him as a Casemiro replacement. Why? Why? They're
That's
not even
wild, man.
similar players, bro.
Not even similar players, bro. And now he's balling out at Dortmund on the left wing against Newcastle. He balled out on the left wing. I was like, hold on a minute. Yeah, but I actually said, yeah, Sabitzer was more of a second striker as well. Like the guy was scoring goals.
Yep,
He was
strike
almost
a
like a
ball.
striker.
And he had him in a 6.
Yeah, he had
Come
him in the
on.
6, bro. Trying to tell him to dictate and that, bro. He's playing McTominay in the 6, but then sending to him, yo, you got to run over there and then come back when he's meant to be this box to box. Bro, I don't. He is confusing, right? And now he's trying to force Rashford on the right hand side when he knows full and well, you know, that Rashford ain't no right winger. But
But
then
he's
now,
come
and
out saying, Rashford said that he's happy to play there. Bruv, Rashford has said multiple times he don't like playing on the right. He said it because Jose tried it a couple of times. He said, "My man
he said
don't
it on
like
the Gary
it."
Neville podcast.
Yeah.
Gary Neville podcast.
Man said he
Gary
don't
Neville
like
podcast, he
playing
said
on
it.
the right, bro. That's what he said. He said I could play on the left, I could play down the middle, and even he prefers to play on the left than down the middle.
You know what's mad though, yeah? Rashford, even though I get where, you know, Rashford ain't a right winger, it goes back to the other point as well about all these Aaron Leonards and all that. They were good on the right and the left, you know.
Yep.
You know that, you know what's
They
mad?
were better
Theo
technical
Walker,
players, bro.
they were better technical. So this idea that, like for me, I look at certain players, I'm like, yo, listen, your idea and your actual playing style shouldn't be affected, you know, that significantly. Like you may not get your shot on as often, maybe, because you ain't got no left foot, fair enough. But as a technical player, you cannot be that bad on the right hand side. It gives so much excuse to Rashford that he's technically bad on that side. It gives so much. You shouldn't be that, man. You shouldn't be that, bro. You see what I mean? You see what I mean, bro? So this idea that, yo, okay, well, this is man. He just gets too many excuses, bro. And man is 26 now. You're in your prime.
Yeah.
When Beckham and these guys were in their prime, they were balling out, bro. 26. We're not talking about players who's young anymore, bro.
I can't lie. The thing is, Rashford's best days are behind him. Like, players that have late primes tend to be the most technical players. Because Rashford's not technical, yeah, it's like his prime is going to be the young man prime. You know the ones? And that's just what it is. He had this little young man prime. And he's done now.
Bro.
He's done
that's
now.
Crazy, you know.
And that's why we messed up and gave him the big money now. Like, nah, bro. This
But now he's set for life,
This should be his retirement. This is his retirement fund, bro. Like, this contract now, we should have offered him less money, bro. Because we're not going to get more out of him. We're not going to get more
We're not going to get more out of him. We're not. That's the craziest thing about it, you know. Because he's 20. I don't know how long was the contract, people? Because he got what was it? What was the length of the contract? Because if it's a big one,
4 or 5 years. He must have.
So he's what 30, 31. You get me? He's gonna be what 30, 31 by the time he retires.
By the time he's 31, he might as well, bruv. He'll retire at that age. Because what's the point in continuing to play? He'll be too rich. There's no point. And the thing is, he won't enjoy football. Trust me. Once Rashford loses another yard of pace, he won't enjoy football.
He won't enjoy football. Yeah, exactly.
He won't.
Because he ain't got the know-how in there.
He has.
Nah, it's sad, you know. As much as he's laughing, it's actually quite sad. Yeah. Literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He might as well just go America and that, you know what I mean, and play for Inter Miami. It's real talk, man. Because, bro, when that pace goes, that's what I'm saying. Like, why has he not focused on that? Maybe I get you don't have it, yeah, but you can still focus on that as well. Like, why has he not focused on his technical ability? Because that will keep you in the long run. Like Saka, yeah. Listen, when he loses that yard of pace, he's still got ball carrying abilities. He's still got a little bit of technical ability. Like Saka's got a little bit more.
He can still play. He can prolong his career. Yeah,
he can play in the 10.
He can
play in the 10. Saka.
Yeah,
he can play centrally. Same with Sancho. And most of the people don't like it. He can actually define his career longer because he's got the technical ability. You see what I mean, bro? So I just don't get why he's not done that, man. It's just stupid, bro. Like
Yeah,
I just find it crazy, bro.
but this is what I'm
Look at
saying. And
Robin
you
and
see,
Ribery. Look at
bruv,
Robin and Ribery. They didn't have pace
they,
to the winner,
at
but
the
you know
end,
what they
towards
had?
the end, they didn't, and they didn't need it, bro.
They didn't.
And that's it. And like this comment is spot on, bro. Same with Luke Shaw, bro. Like, bro, when them man say,
Oh,
oh,
don't
certain
get me
players have
started.
been, look how long they've been at the club. That's the argument for Martial to get him out. Luke Shaw been at the club for nearly 10 years, yeah. Ain't done jack. You know, like that. And then you look at Bruno, bro. Man's nearly 30 years old. No one's talking about his age, bro. Like when man are saying man are dusted and that. But they're saying Varane's dusted. And Varane's won like four or five Champions Leagues and won a World Cup. Bruno ain't won nothing, but Bruno, what? 2 years younger than Varane, ain't done nothing in the game.
Yeah,
No one's saying that Bruno's too old and that. But get out of here, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
bro.
these man are crazy. We brought in Bruno Fernandes, you haven't done nothing in the game. These man boosted him up, said he was gonna be X, Y, Z, all these things. Him and the manager in the referee's office after the game complaining in the Newcastle game. Bro, we could have lost 6-0, bro. Why are you chatting to the refs for? It's almost like
Yeah,
Bruno's enabling the dementia of this manager, bro. Like, what are
bro.
you complaining for? What are you complaining after the
Bro, he's
Newcastle game? But I was happy we got away with the 1-0 because it could have been worse.
1-0. Could have been worse. Could have been worse, man. You get me? Like, could have been worse, man. This what you know what it's mad, Joe, this season. It's every result has been we just got by. Like, we're just happy to get by. I said, bro, that
Mm.
mentality is shit, man. That mentality that you're just getting by, bro. You know, nobody wants to just get by and scrape things in life. When you get an exam, you want to smash the exam as well, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
Mm.
want to make sure you get the highest grades possible. You don't want to just settle for less. So this idea that like we should be doing this and nah, man, this games have been dead. It's the football. I can't believe people are getting excited after looting and that. I was like, I was coming out of the ground and I was like, nah, that's shit, man. And people were like, nah, but we got away with it. I said, bro, like, I don't give a shit. Sometimes you'd rather lose, yeah. But knowing you play to your style of football, in the long run, you'll get sustainable results because the
100%.
results will go in your favor rather than getting short term results. But then later on down the line, it doesn't count for nothing because the football isn't great enough. So that's something that people don't realize as well, man. Because if what results based business, Mourinho, hello, you wanted him sacked, hello, mad, didn't it? When you
But
deep
this
it,
is what I said about Postecoglou. When everyone was saying, oh, yeah, he fucked it against Chelsea, high line. No, I said, listen, he's trying to instill a certain principle into his team. He's only been there for a handful of months. So, in order to get these men used to play in a certain way and to instill a certain attitude, no matter what happens, he has to stick to his philosophy. And that's what he did. And we saw it against City, bro. He could have looked at his squad saying, yo, we got bare players out injured. We can't go and get nothing at City. Let's sit back. They ended up getting a draw, bro. If they sat
yeah,
back, City would have beat them.
yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like with Ange, you got to give him the credit. You got to give him the credit. Man, imagine we went with flipping that centre back that they had and Davies, bro. We would have got smoked. But they
Bro,
had a
that's what I'm
plan.
trying to
They
say.
actually had a plan.
We
They
went
actually
on
had
a
a
low
plan.
block against Newcastle, a depleted Newcastle, and we went low block
Wow.
against them, bro. And said, yo, we're going to go to Man City, yeah, and we are going to fight. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to fight.
Kulusevski's quote.
Yeah, bro.
Kulusevski said he weren't happy at half time and told him to play football. Play football. You get me? Like he told him, yo, listen, I want the intensity and whatnot. So that's what I'm trying to say. And this is an Ange that doesn't have madness and whatnot. You get me? Everyone buys into the principle. Everyone buys into your plan. When you lose games, but you still have a plan and you still have an identity, people buy into it more. You get me? They can see it more. They can see the long-term vision. People know what they're doing.
But that's the
So
point,
that's why
and
when
that's what it is. Players are more likely to buy in to what you're doing as a manager if you truly believe in it, if there's some conviction.
facts,
That's why the Spurs
facts.
players stayed on that halfway line with 9 men and they still kept trying to win because the manager made them believe, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
How can the players believe in this manager, bro, when he's telling them to play a certain way and we're losing all the time, bro? We've
facts,
lost 11 games,
facts.
bro, this season and only won
That's
10.
crazy.
That's crazy. That tells you everything you need to know. So why would I buy into a philosophy of a manager that's clearly not working? So look at Postecoglou. That draw there, yeah, for the team that he had out there, that's massive. That's like robbing the bank, bro. Because probably on the balance
Bro.
of play, they should have lost the game, but they leave with a point because they dared to try, bro. With
They
Emerson and
battered Aston Villa, man.
Emerson and Davis as centre backs.
Yep. They battered Thingy as well, Aston Villa. They should have won that game. They had chances. Son was offside 3 times. They had chances in that game. So it's not all when you think about it, like look at the Chelsea game as well. It's only at the end they fell apart. So you've got to commend Tottenham for that. And in the long run, they will grow better for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what you can respect more, man. And that's why people are giving them their flowers.
But
It's
that's it.
mad.
People are like, oh yeah, he's only getting praise because it's Spurs and the dude. No, he's getting praise because people understand how
They understand,
average
bro.
that
That's
Tottenham
it.
squad was. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they lost their best player.
Facts.
They lost one of the best players in the world, yeah. And they're doing way better than people expected. If anyone told me
Bro.
that Tottenham were gonna sell Harry Kane, yeah, and still be where they are right now with all the injuries they've had, bro, I'd have laughed at them. Bro.
Exactly.
If a man would have
Yep.
told me Spurs would have been top of the league a couple weeks ago,
I said
yeah,
6, I said they finished 6th before the start of the season. I thought they'd struggle. I thought, you know
bro,
what?
that's what I'm
They'd have an
saying.
average season. And you know what? They're playing well. And listen, if they can get, the wins before Madison and them man coming Van de Ven, they might spend in January as well. So, bro, listen, man. That's why for me, let's sort our own house out first, man, before we start dishing out things about, Ange and this and that. We can have a bit of banter, don't get me wrong. But this idea, in the long run, bro, Ange's doing that with that squad.
Well, there you go. So,
Okay.
bro, and that's why I said at the time when I watched the game, yeah. Now, coming off the back of the Newcastle game, I think anyone that disagreed with me would now agree, yeah, that they would rather that Man United went for it and lost than we lost the way we lost. Because the way we
Yeah.
lost against Newcastle, just turning up and sitting back and allowing them to have 84% possession or something like that at one point, yeah. I think we can all agree that that wasn't the best way to lose. If you're gonna lose, at least lose trying to win the game. At least lose trying to win the game, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? People say, no, it was naive from Ange. No, it wasn't. He was just like, I want to instill in my players that as long as there's air in your lungs, you are trying to win this football match.
Facts.
By any means. That is it. So even if we got 9 men, we're still trying to win. We're not going to try and just like, oh, a draw's okay. A draw's never okay. And that's how we should be playing. That's the Man United way.
Men, man. I couldn't
The
even
Man
watch
United way
10 men.
is winning football matches and also being positive to win football matches. It's not a style of play, it's an attitude. We don't have that attitude. Man United have never had a style of play, but what we have had is we've had an attitude where we're going to go and impose ourselves on the other team in one way or another, whether it's technically or whether it's physically. We knew we couldn't out-football Arsenal, but we said, cool, we're gonna rough you man up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to impose ourselves on you physically because we can't outplay you. That's why we used to beat Arsenal, bro. Because even in prime Wenger, when they were playing prime Wenger ball, we used to just kick them all over the place because we understood that we couldn't play football with them. But we still imposed ourselves on them. We never sat back and said, oh, we'll let Arsenal have the ball and then we'll try and nick it. We said, no, we're going to rough you man up. Get some yellow cards. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do. We're going to outwork you. We're going to beat you up, bro. Now, that's what we're going to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when we get our chances, we're going to take them. But we were always proactive. We never sat back and said, oh, nah, they can have it. And then we'll just sit deep and then see if we can, fuck all that. It's not Man United, bro. And we're doing that against Newcastle. That's not acceptable. Where's all of these so-called top reds, bro, that claim that they know everything about Man United and they love Man United? How is this acceptable? If you're a real Manchester United fan that's watched Man United, and a lot of these guys are a lot older than me and have watched Man United for longer than me, yeah?
For longer.
You're supposed to know what Man United are about. So if you know, how is that acceptable? We set up like we were playing Real Madrid, bro, at the Bernabeu against Newcastle, an injury-ridden Newcastle. That's crazy to me. How did we set up like that?
Nah, you know what it is as well, though? You got to remember, that's what I'm saying. They become numb to the pain, but for me, I just keep it 100, man. I just say, yo, listen, this manager ain't good enough. It is what it is.
But they can become numb to the pain, but then don't come for me because you don't like how I said things. Don't come for me because you don't like how I said it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because when I was
Don't
telling
shoot the
these man that
messenger.
Ten Hag was a fraud, yeah, time ago, I'm negative, this, that, and the other. Now you're all saying it, bro. Now you're all saying it. What's the final straw? If that Newcastle
Yeah,
performance wasn't the final straw, I don't know for you, bro. This goes deeper than being a Man United fan.
bro.
You're just a coward at
That's
this
seven
point.
0 man. I can't lie to you, man. That's 7-0, man. I don't know how it went over our heads, you know. I can't lie,
Bro,
man.
but the reason
That's
why it
7
went
0
over our heads is because, yeah, we knew that we could win a trophy. That's all it was. We were
Yeah,
starving, Saeed. That's all it is.
bro, man.
We were starving, bro. Like the trophy was
Yeah,
on the
man.
horizon, bro. So we were just like, you
No, I
know
think it
what?
was after. Was it not after? Was it before? I think it might be before. Was it before? After
No, we
the
lost
trophy?
before we won the trophy. It would have been before.
Oh, okay, fair enough then.
Do you
But
know
yeah,
what I'm
like I said to
saying?
you,
It
man,
couldn't have been.
let's
It
say
couldn't have
Liverpool's
been
the final
after.
game, but I'd rather not get to that. People think I want pain, you know. People think I want
Mm.
like to get to that point. I'd be getting stuffed 7-0. People think, yeah, you know what? Me and Rance just love the negativity and we want to get beat. Want to get beat every single time, bro. Why are we getting to that point where we're gonna get beat 3 or 4-0 by Liverpool? Why do we have to get to that? Why don't you just
Fair.
sack him now, yeah, and
Man
go
said it
bring
was
someone
after
in,
the
yeah?
trophy. It was after the trophy.
Yeah, it
Crazy. I
was
didn't
after
even
the
know that.
trophy.
It was after.
Yeah,
You're
it was
right.
after. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, you know, like it happened after, bro. And
That's
this is where
crazy, bro.
the warning signs started to come because he lost to Villa, he lost to a couple of games, and we were getting beat in certain games, but the performances started to drop. So that 7-0 was like, whoa, okay, you get me. And I was
Bro,
like, you
like,
know
bro,
what?
it's getting to the point, yeah. My cousin supports Newcastle, yeah. I mean, Liverpool. And
Yeah,
imagine, I said to her, yeah, I said to her, because Liverpool were losing it, and then obviously they scored last minute, and I said, bruv, I said I need Liverpool to be confident, yeah, for when they play Arsenal before Christmas. And she was like, yeah, bruv, we'll just smash United for our yearly confidence boost. And I was like, bruv,
wow.
what? I was like, bro,
Nah,
this
that's
is what we
crazy.
are, you know. Man said we'll just
We're
smash
punching bag.
United like we smash you lot
We're
every
punching
year
bag.
just for some confidence going into the Arsenal game. I was like, allow it, bro. I was like,
We're sparring
I was,
sessions. We're
I was
sparring
like,
sessions, bro.
raw. Man said, man just gonna smoke Man United, bro, just for the confidence boost going into the Arsenal game. I was like, raw. That's what they think of us,
Bro,
bro. Legit.
bro, man, trust me. This is what I'm saying. We're sparring, man. That's it, man. We're like, yo, we're a punching bag, and then later on we'll deal with it.
Nah.
On to the next one. And you know what's mad as well, yeah? Everybody's looking at this record every time, you know. So Villa are gonna look at our record. They're gonna be like, yeah, we can't be the first team that they beat. Liverpool are gonna be like, nah, we can't be the first team. Chelsea gonna be like, yo, Chelsea fans are gonna be like, yo, we can't be the first team. I think, to be fair, Chelsea weren't in the top 9 at that time. So now they're still not going to be in the top 9. So that record's still not going to change, by the way, even if we
Yeah,
beat
cause
Chelsea, because
Chelsea are
they're not in the
10th.
top 9.
Yeah.
They're 10th. So
It's
they're
crazy.
not, yeah, exactly. So it's only that's how
Bro,
bad
it's
Chelsea are, by the way.
mad, you know. She was just like, listen, we
Yeah,
smoke
man.
you every year, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
every year. She
yeah,
said,
yeah,
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 bro.
yeah,
Little
yeah, yeah.
little stepping stone to the Arsenal game. I was like, allow it. It's crazy.
Nah, that's
This is
crazy.
exactly who we are, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And this super chat, you're right. The manager should be able to do better with this squad, of course, bro. Like
Of
it's
course.
like, bro, but this is what I'm saying. I can't allow anyone to blame the players, yeah, when actually, similar to the Ollie situation, they're playing almost blind and they're still getting through games.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm
there you
saying?
go.
Like, they're still getting through
But they
games,
pick and
bro.
choose, though, man. The fans always pick and choose who to blame. They pick and choose to blame this player, then they pick and choose to blame that player.
But,
You get
bro,
me?
as much as I don't
And then
rate
that manager.
a lot of these footballers, bro, they're better than what other teams have. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how you need to look at it. That's how you need to look at it. Because even when you look at the Everton game, yeah, when you look at the Galatasaray game, you look at that Bruno long range shot. We had a
Yeah.
Garnacho overhead kick in there. All these things are just individuals, just doing things.
Individuals, bro.
They're just
Just do it.
doing
That's what I'm trying to
things,
say to you.
bro.
The
Like, that's
Bruno
all
shot.
it is.
Yeah.
That's it. They're all just
Yeah.
individuals doing things, yeah. A lot of teams don't have individuals that are capable of
Nope.
scoring goals like that and winning them games. They don't
Nope.
have
Winning
that.
them games.
You know what I'm saying?
They
We got
don't.
battered by
Simple as that.
Everton and beat them 3-0, bro. Like, so that shows that we have a clinical edge to this team, whether we like it or not. Imagine if, yeah, you add how clinical these players are with an actual system and a structure, you would get more out of them. Because if they had
Yep.
more of the ball, if they had 80%, 75% of the ball most games, and they were creating more chances, they would score more goals because RGA says that we should be 13th in the league, yeah, and we're 6th or something like that. So imagine if RGA
Mad.
was saying that we should be top, we would be top.
Facts.
We're just not
But you
creating
know what's
nothing.
crazy? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is why, for me, when he keeps talking about stats and that, I remember he was talking about stats about pressing and all that, and I was like, bro, so why is pressing not continuing then? Why all of a sudden now you're not talking about pressing anymore? He just lives used to stats, man. I'm telling you now, when you get a guy who's keeps stressing about stats, yeah, that's when you know he ain't good at his job. You know when someone starts talking about their record, and you know when Mourinho did it. Trophies, 3 trophies. I won 3 trophies here, bro. That's when you know you're crumbling. And what happened to him? He started talking about heritage.
Bro, it's
He started talking about
insecurity. It's insecurity,
insecurity.
bro. Like, as soon as
Yeah,
Mourinho started
insecurity.
flopping, my man got out the stats and was like, this is the last time Man United have been in the knockout stages of Europe and that, bro. He's basically saying, listen, it ain't my fault. You know,
Yeah,
like that.
my
But this
fault.
is what these men do, bro. As soon as a man starts
Yeah.
deflecting away from himself, yeah, you know that he's gone. It's over. When you look at Ten Hag and he's looking at stats to try and back up, bro, a blind man can see Anana struggling. I don't care what you say about the stats.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
stats
yeah.
don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I don't mean anything. Yeah, trust me. That's what I'm saying to you, man. The stats don't mean anything, man. And that's why I'm like, yo, man, like, why you telling us this, bro? Like, we don't care, man. We don't care about the Manana clean sheet. But David De Gea had it, and where's he? David De Gea had the Golden Glove.
Bruv, he won the
Don't
Golden
blame
Glove
him on
and you
glory.
still got rid of him. That's what he should have said to him. I'd have said, listen, if Anana's stats are so good, yeah, you had a goalkeeper
man.
that had the best stats in the league at the end of the season and you got rid of him. Why did you get rid of him if stats were so important?
Bro, that's a killer question, See, that's what I'm saying. We need people like Rants in the journalist room, man. That's what I'm saying.
No, but
His
that's why they'll never let me in there, bro, because I'm not letting man
Yeah,
talk rubbish to me. That's crazy.
You're not letting man waffle. Yeah, you're not letting man waffle
Bro,
through it.
I'd have
Yo,
said to him,
telling you.
broski, 80 million for Anthony, no goals. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, 70 million for Hoyland, no Premier League goals. What do you mean? Mason Mount, 65 million, can't get a game. Amrabat, wanted him so badly. To the last minute of the window, you wanted this guy. Don't play him. Regulon, we had injuries at left back here. We needed a left back. Brought in Regulon. Don't play him.
That's wild, How can you say to someone, yo, I'm going to waste 6 months of your time, yeah, to not play him at left back now? But he's a left back, and now he don't want to play him all of a sudden.
Bro, the brother demanded a loan for a left back because we had injuries, then decided to play Amrabat left back, then Lindelof, anyone but the left back that you wanted.
Yeah.
Even Dallo. So why did you go and get Regulon? Why did you get him? To not play him, bro. Like, someone ask him why you brought in a third left back and you let Fernandez go out on loan.
Fernandez go out alone. Yeah.
And you brought in Regulon, who's on way more money than Fernandez, yeah? To not play him. So you just wasting man's money.
Yeah, you wasted man's money, but you also wasted man's time as well. You get me? Like, man could have said, yo, I could have chilled in Spain in the nice weather. We've bought Regulon to Manchester into the cold weather. He could have chilled in Sevilla. Sevilla never gets cold in that area that was wherever he was, Atletico Madrid. You don't get cold around there, man, in the winter, man. South of Spain and that, man, he could have been chilling. But, bro, listen, man, that's what I'm saying. Everything that this manager does is he's a walking contradiction, man. You get me? Like, he's that man in town, the people that live chill in town, and then they're trying to sell you something. And you always walk past them. The man are trying to say to you, yo, you can reduce your energy bills and you can reduce. I always say to them, bro, leave me alone. I don't want your energy bills. I don't want anything.
You ain't trying to help me. You don't know me. You know them ones. You know when them man them don't know you and they're trying to convince you that they got your best interest at heart. I could change your life. No, you can't, blood.
No, you can't, man.
You're trying to service yourself, blood. Like, bro, Ten Hag is a criminal, bro. Criminal. Bro. That's why Hoyland came in, because I know that they broke him off some of that money. Same with Amrabat, same agent. That 2 million agents fee and that 2 million loan fee. Bro, it's embezzlement, bruv. I'm telling you, check this brother's account. Check his account. Bro, he got paid, fam. Amrabat and Hoyland, bro. His agent was involved in every single transfer deal, bro.
Yo, Hitman Hag, yeah? Hitman Hag.
Bro, Ten Hag getting paid, fam.
Bro,
it's crazy.
Full,
getting
Bro, I'm
paid.
telling you, man. He's trying to do some sneaky business. He's trying to do the Tommy, you know what I mean? The power thing and that, man. He's trying to get the Mexican guys. You know them, they were trying to get money, then they found out. Tommy found out. What, you went behind my back? Yo,
Yes,
I'm
fam.
pulling that trigger right now. You
Bro,
know what
he's
I'm saying?
been doing that, bro. I'm telling you,
Bro,
he is
this
making
Cage
money
is
off
a
these
man.
guys, bro. Making money. And then Anana got packed in that, and man's talking up Ziyech. Well, yeah, well, we know Ziyech can do that. Another player that played for him that he tried to bring to Man United. Get out of here, bruv. Do you know what I'm
Yo,
saying? Get this guy out of here, man.
it's a madness, man. It's actually
No.
crazy, man. Man brought his agency group and said, yo, we're going to create some agencies and da-da-da-da, and we're going to do this. And bro, some little money scheme and that, yo. What's
Man,
going on there, yo?
Yo, big up Alex for the super chat. Every manager has
Yeah,
failed, and
big up.
it's normally the same pattern. Why do you think is the fact? That's not true though. It's not true at all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like David Moyes failed because David Moyes should have never been given a job in the first place. That's not Moyes' fault. The job was too big for him. Louis van Gaal technically didn't fail. He had us playing a cohesive style of football. He was promoting young players, and he won a trophy. And he got sacked. He didn't deserve to get sacked when he got sacked. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that he failed because what he did
yeah.
with what he had, yeah, was good enough, bro. It was good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when you look at the Oli situation, when you look at the Jose Mourinho situation, he won 2 trophies in his first season. But Jose was never a long-term manager anyway. If you look at Jose Mourinho's time at Man United as 2 to 3 years, because that's how long Jose stays everywhere. Jose don't stay nowhere long term. So you got to look at Joe. You got to look at Jose as a 2-year manager, really. Same with Conte. These men are 2-year managers, bro. Like everyone always try and reimagine things. Jose is not a manager that builds and stays anywhere long term. That's not him, bro. There's never been him. Jose is go in there, win trophies, bim bam, buy players that are already finished, the final product, win a trophy, sail off into the sunset, next job.
Yeah. But
that's him.
He was involved in a semi-title race in his second season, yeah. But they didn't back him though. They brought him Fred. They brought him, was it Dalot and Lindelof? I think that was the only 3 signings they got him. It was a shit window.
No,
I'm trying to say in that window that he wanted signings.
Nah, the window. But remember he got Alexis, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
January.
He got Alexis. January. He got Lukaku as well. He got players.
Well, I'm saying
bro.
even though I'm saying though, like
his first
when you
two
look
windows,
at United,
his first 2 windows, he got Pogba, Zlatan, Bailly, Mkhitaryan, and then the second window he got Lukaku, Lindelof, and a couple other men. He got the first couple.
It might be the third window. It might be the
third
window.
The third season was when.
They had enough. Yeah, it might be that one. Yeah.
They were looking at him saying, "Yo, we should be giving you enough money." They got Nemanja Matic as well. Remember? So
yeah.
They're looking at it like, bro, we've given you enough, blood. But the problem is, Jose's not a long-term manager. So giving these men that money, they're always gonna need more money. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the difference, bro. That is the difference, bro. You can buy someone a meal, you can teach them how to cook, bro. You know, like that. And the thing is, Jose don't know how to cook. He's just always buying food. So you're gonna rinse your money, blood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, he's a delivery manager, bro. That's what he is. And when you've got them managers, they need to spend money all the time. This is what it is. They need to keep spending, bro. And that's the problem. Like, he can't cook. Van Gaal could cook, bro. And that's why you should have given Van Gaal the money that you gave Jose. Or giving him the money that you gave Oli. Or giving him the money. Bruv, if you gave Van Gaal that money, 1, he wouldn't have wasted it. And 2, he probably would have just said, you know what, if I can't get the player I want, but I'll just play someone else there. And we'll still be winning. We'll still be winning, bro. Exactly. He got sacked because Man United wanted to do El Clasico because City got Pep Guardiola. That's why he got sacked. He didn't get sacked because he wasn't a good manager. He got sacked because Jose was available and we wanted to do El Clasico. It was a commercial decision.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was a name, man. It was a name,
bro. Yeah. That's why he got sacked. But he just won a trophy. Man United don't sack managers off the back of a trophy.
I'm not disappointed in Mourinho, though. This thing, though, I'm sad that he went the way he went because he could have been a top manager.
Mourinho did what he always does. He goes somewhere, wins a trophy, falls out with them, gets sacked. That's what he does.
But he should have came after Fergie, though. He should have came after Fergie. That was the best time to bring Mourinho after Fergie. But Fergie, let's be real, and you have to keep it 100, yeah? If you're looking about a guy who comes in and changes the legacy and whatnot, he didn't want that. He wanted, yo,
No.
let me get Moyes there. Let me get a
Yep.
Scottish guy. You know, I'm Scottish. Let me carry on that legacy. He didn't want Mourinho
Yeah,
coming
but
in, like,
again, even the
because
Moyes thing,
Mourinho,
he was thinking long
yeah,
term. Like Sir Alex Ferguson thought that the Premier League was the same way it was when he came in. You know the ones. Like he didn't understand the Premier League's moved on. You can't give a
yeah,
manager a 6-year deal, yeah, and so he can
6 years, man.
rebuild and run the club from top to bottom. Football's not that no more. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
football's not that no more. Sir Alex Ferguson was running Man United like it was the 90s, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's
yeah,
why
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when all the new managers came into the club and they realized how backwards it was, yeah, we're still suffering from that. The club ain't been upgraded since Fergie was there because he did everything. But you're not
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
do
yeah.
everything. Do you know what I'm
Nope,
saying? You're
nope,
not
nope,
meant
nope,
to. And this is the problem,
nope.
bro. So when you look at it, yeah, Moyes was thrust into a situation he could never be successful in. Never. It was never, never,
Never,
never
never.
possible, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Van Gaal was doing a good job. He changed the way we were playing all the way down to the youth team. Everyone was playing the free at the back. Everyone could play. When he was bringing the players up like the Fosu Mensahs, do you know what I'm saying? These guys were coming in and playing well. They were
Facts.
coming in and playing well, bro, because the youth teams were all playing the same way, being coached the same way, and we were a cohesive unit. Since then, we've never been there. We've just had pragmatic managers all the way through. And then this new manager was meant to be the one to rebuild like what Van Gaal did. And the guy's trying to do pragmatic as well, bro. It's crazy. Get it
But it's
out.
not even, you know what the thing is? It's not even pragmatic though, because we're not defensively good. Pragmatic means you don't concede that many shots.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
It's not pragmatic. It's
We're
not free
nothing.
flowing.
We're just
Bro,
nothing.
it's wallahi, it's terrorist football, man. You know, people saying you're 10, wallahi, billahi, man. It's bad, man. It's not even pragmatic though. Wallahi, it's not pragmatic. Because do you know what? Yeah, at least with Van Gaal, yeah, it was a bit pragmatic, but it was possession based. We didn't concede that. We barely conceded under Van Gaal. Barely. We had one of the best defenses in the league. Bro, Ken
No, that's
Lard,
our
I'm
best.
telling you, bro.
Yeah, Ten Laden, bro. That's our best defensive record, bro, in the league was under Van Gaal. And that's because we had the
Yeah, there
ball.
you go.
And that's why I keep telling
Yeah.
people, when you've got the ball, the other team can't score, bro. So when people say it's boring, it's not boring, bro. Listen, I love playing football when my team's got all of the ball. It's not boring. It's boring when you're
That's what I'm
defending for the
saying.
whole game.
Bro,
Bro.
it's boring when you don't see the ball. It's boring when you don't see the ball. Imagine. But the thing is,
Bro.
you have more outcome. You have more better outcome when you have the ball than when you don't have the ball. I know it sounds cliche
Yeah.
and that, but when you
100%.
don't have the ball, you're relying on individual moments, and them individual moments might not happen. But when you've got the ball, you're gonna see there's gonna be one pass because then the better players come to the forefront. That's why we got a bid off Bruno and all these players. When we have possession-based football, we're gonna see that. This is a manager that was based and had pride in possession-based football. All of a sudden, comes to Man United and says, "Well, I can't really play that because of the players I've got." Bullshit, man. Because at the end of the day, you need to get rid of them players then, because you're literally neglecting your style of football for the betterment of what, 2 players? Get me out of here, man. He needs to go, man. I'm sorry, man. How can you do that? Rants.
100%.
2 players,
You're
you
right.
know. 2 players.
You're right, bro. You know what I mean? And man
That's
saying
mad.
Van Gaal couldn't get the attack to click. Van Gaal never had the attack that he wanted, bro. His football was all about, cool, I'll get you to the edge of the box. Now you guys need to score. He never had the individual brilliances of the Pogbas and all these other things. He didn't have it. Do you know what I mean? He had Di Maria for one season. Do you know what I mean? He had a Van Persie whose legs were gone. Like, it's completely different. He didn't have the players he wanted. They gave him Falcao. That wasn't his signing. That was a club signing. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to understand. He wanted Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane ended up going to Liverpool. So it's one of them ones where man is saying that we couldn't score under Van Gaal because we would get to the edge of the box and bare
You
people
reckon
used to
we'd have
complain.
LVG now? Do you
Pardon?
reckon we'd have had LVG if LVG was given that season and he properly produced and kept his style of football and we got players around LVG? You reckon LVG could still be coaching right now for Man United? Because I think he could have, you know.
Well, of course, bruv, if they were going to give him the money that he was going to get, but the thing is, Van Gaal, it was never a long-term job for him anyway, because he wanted to, to go back to, the good thing about international football for him is he doesn't have to be there every day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he would have built such a template that we could have brought in another manager that played a similar kind of attacking system and kept that alive. But because we didn't really allow him to implement it long-term enough, that was the problem. Because if you look at us, remember, Man United used to get to the edge of the other team's box, and then Nothing. So we used to pass backwards and then and people would start booing because the ball was going back. But
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, yeah.
bro, if we don't have the individuals to create when we get to that area, they weren't taking risks. They were just keeping the ball. But then the other team
Yeah,
can't score when you've got the ball, but then you can't score when you don't have the ball. So possession is king, bro. It's
bro.
always king. And then you have
But now the
players
Premier League's
that
getting
can
better, man.
create.
You know, the Premier League is getting better in terms of now.
Everyone can keep the ball now in the Prem. It's not back in the day
Everyone can
where
keep the
man were
ball.
hoofing it. Bro, Brighton are bopping, Villa are bopping, Burnley are bopping. I mean, Brentford are bopping, bro. Like, it's not like back in the day when only 2-3 teams could bop and the rest
Look
of
at
the
Nottingham
teams are
Forest.
hanging on for
They
their
got
life.
Sangare. Nottingham Forest have got Sangare in their midfield.
Crazy,
Sangare is one.
crazy.
Remember we did a comp on this channel
Yeah.
for Sangare, and I was telling Rants, yo, let's go buy him, and you were like, nah, he's not really good.
Nah.
Nottingham Forest are buying them players now, so the gap is getting closer, and the managers will get closer as well. Because now, De Zerbi, whether you think of De Zerbi or not, De Zerbi, Unai Emery, you're looking at Eddie
Bro,
Howe.
these are
still got
managers that
manager.
have won trophies, you know, like at other clubs. Unai Emery, bro, is one of the most decorated managers in the league. So, do you know what I'm saying? Like all these teams have proper managers now. Even my man at Wolves as well is a good manager.
Yeah, Gary O'Neill. Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised by him. You know, I can't lie to you. He's got a good philosophy as well.
Bro, he got them playing.
Got them playing, bro. And we got them as well in January as well. So, no, listen,
Bro.
man. Listen, we'll have to step by step, man. Chelsea,
Yeah.
let's try and deal with them, man. I can't lose to Chelsea. Bro, Chelsea, please. If we lose to Chelsea, I got Lewis
If we
coming
lose to
down.
Chelsea, we are finished, bro. Like, bro, like, I
Finished,
feel like that's gonna be a
wallahi.
boring draw, yeah. But bruv, if we somehow mess around and lose to Chelsea,
Oh my God, I can't lose to Chelsea.
Done.
Nah. Banter. Wallahi, we're banter. If we lose to Chelsea, oh my God, man. Listen, I can't do that, man. Please turn up for Chelsea. Turn up, man.
They have to.
Boy.
You know what I mean? Big up Alex. Bro, listen, what manager would I have, bro? All I'm saying is that's between Ratcliffe, the CEO, and the director of football that meant to come in. There's no point us thinking about a new manager because with a new manager needs to be a new direction. You know, like that. So
Facts.
the whole thing needs to change before we just change the manager. But one thing's for certain, Ten Hag ain't the guy, bruv. You lot smash the like. Smash the likes. Make sure you subscribe to Saeed TV, bruv. There's over 2,000 of you lot in here. We don't have 1,000 likes. You man need to pattern up expeditiously.
Come on, man. That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
What a show.
That's saying top show. We're redirecting to Saeed's channel as well. So when you get sent over there, make sure that you like the stream and also make sure you subscribe, people. Let them know what you got coming up, bro.
Yeah, man. Straight Jacket podcast in at 5 o'clock. And then obviously I got Big Six later on. You get me? It's going to be more therapy over there. But it is what it is. But yeah, man, I think I'm nearly at 78 now, I think. So yeah, man, I think I'm less than 100 away from 78.
Oh, you lot sub up, man. You already know what it is.
But yeah, man. Come on, people. I love that, man. And Rants, big up, man, for having me on, man, as usual, man. Love, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So now, big up everyone inside. You know what I'm saying? And also, yeah, we're like, what, 300 away from 85, innit? So if you're new here, subscribe. 85K, we're doing a Modern Warfare giveaway. You know what I'm saying? So man's going to do a little competition and that, just literally throw the names into a hat when we get to 85. Every 5K up until 100K, man's going to be doing giveaways. You get me? So big up everyone inside. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like if you haven't. Back again with Daps at 9 o'clock. Going to speak about that City capitulation, bro. City are wobbling at the moment, people.
Wobbling, like bro.
So, yeah, that's going to be a serious show. You know what I mean? So make sure you're here for that, people. And yeah, man's going to catch you guys